Alex came by to kind of, well, he was hanging out with us and I was like, Ben Lesh said we shouldn't use effects. What's up with that? And then it started this whole entire discussion that kind of morphed into, I think, link signal.
If you think about NG do check, like we really say, if you are reaching for NG do check, you're probably doing something wrong, right?
So we know about the don't use effects and that kind of thing, but I think this, and really I was about to say, I mean, it's really a good question because it's really very confusing, like even for the architects, it's very confusing. And that's why like Alex came by to kind of, well, he was hanging out with us and I was like, Ben Lesh said we shouldn't use effects. What's up with that? And then it started this whole entire discussion that kind of morphed into, I think, link signal, right? And then also the resource API is brand new. So that's something that we're kind of still wrapping our heads around, but it is.
And after render effect.
Huh?
That's the other place. So we're saying, so effect is not as like, so people are kind of treating it as almost this dangerous API, right? So we actually have APIs that we recommend you don't use unless you really have a strong use case. So if you think about NG do check, like we really say, if you are reaching for NG do check, you're probably doing something wrong, right? Like we probably think that usually, unless you have a very specific use case. We're saying effect isn't that severe, but could any of the other signal APIs solve your problem? Could you do it in after render effect, for example? Could that be a better place for you to make your changes or whatever you're trying to do? And if you do want to use effect, if you do want to use it, we're thinking of it more of a like, okay, this is a more advanced use case. So think of it more of it about like it being an advanced use case than being like dangerous, right?